Today, we're going to talk about why I decided to leave the United States and move to Mexico. It's been around a month and a half, and I really enjoyed it. I decided to sell all my possessions in the United States, sell everything, my car, move out of my apartment, sell my furniture, everything, so I can come and live down in Mexico. And to this point, it has been one of the best decisions that I've made so far in my life. So today in this video, what I want to do is talk about more about the business side of why I decided to move down here, the logical side, as far as productivity, remote work, entrepreneurship, financially, why it's been more beneficial for me to be down here in Mexico. So let's jump into it. So the biggest reason why I decided to come down here is because financially, my dollar goes a long way. I earn in American dollars, the United States dollar, and currently it is a lot stronger than the Mexican peso. One American dollar is around 18.5 pesos. So water, food, the essential commodities, day-to-day commodities are a lot cheaper down here. So it makes it a lot better for me because I save a lot more money. And I would argue that the food down here in Mexico might even be better than the food that I had back in Texas. Also, the next thing, speaking on the financial part, and this is also for the productivity part, kind of goes hand in hand, is that here I can save a lot of time on a lot of essential items that I need. For example, here we have a lot of lavanderias where you can actually take your clothes and they'll wash it for you. It's pretty cheap. You can drop it off, they'll wash all of your clothes. You can also have services that are cheap, such as Uber Eats, Uber. A lot of the times I don't cook anymore. I don't wash clothes anymore. Think about all that time that I'm saving just from allocating or outsourcing those activities. Let's say I would wash clothes maybe twice a week for 3 hours a day. I save 6 hours of my week by outsourcing that. So it just makes it more beneficial because I'm saving a lot of time here. I think time is probably your greatest asset. It's probably the most valuable thing in this earth. Billionaires, millionaires would wish that they can increase their time, but unfortunately they cannot. So time is of the essence. Time is very important. I believe that time is very valuable and it has more importance over money and any other material possession. In my personal experience, I would easily spend more money to save time. So when it comes to Uber Eats, when it comes to washing clothes, when it comes to a transportation service like Uber, I'd rather pay that money. I can focus on things that I need to get done. Whenever I have the opportunity to save time and buy it, I will buy my time back for that exact reason, because I want to save my time. I want to make sure that I'm spending my time wisely. Entrepreneurship wise, here I have the opportunity to invest more into my business. I have more opportunity to, the money that I'm saving from being down here, I can invest it into different maybe research and development. Maybe I can outsource certain things. I save $300, I can save that money and I can invest it maybe into a new camera. Maybe I can invest it into new software. I can invest it into outsourcing certain projects, video creation. Being down here has allowed me to invest more into myself and more into my business, which I really enjoy. Also, being bilingual, it's a great advantage to have because I can move anywhere. I can speak with the locals. I can speak in Spanish and English. I can always do transactions in Spanish and English, so it's a great benefit to have. I would strongly recommend if you live in North America to learn Spanish or learn English if you don't know English, because Spanish and English are the two languages that are mostly used in North America and South America. So it doesn't make too much sense to learn a language like Mandarin or Indian or even French if you're not going to be utilizing those languages for business transactions, entrepreneurship. In this example, I live in North America. In Mexico, they speak mostly Spanish. In the southern parts of the United States, there's a lot of bilingual speakers as well. So it's always beneficial to learn a language that's going to actually help you in day-to-day activities, business transactions, and then also just to get by. So Spanish and English, I think it's a great combination. It's helped me a lot because I can easily and effectively get through a lot of situations that I'm going through. So whether it's at the airport, whether it's with immigration, whether it's in business transactions, personal transactions, I want to go get dinner, I want to talk to a girl, whatever it is, I can do it easily because I know both languages and it makes it a lot easier for me. I used to work for a Mexican company based out of Mexico City, and that helped me develop my writing and my linguistic skills in Spanish. So maybe you can do something like that, maybe a mentorship for a company in Spanish, and that can help you in developing those skills. But I think the best way to learn is to actually put yourself in the fire and just learn it on the rip. Maybe find a friend that knows the language that you're trying to learn and just practice with them. You can teach them English, they can teach you Spanish, and that's a great way to learn as well. Also, there's a couple of apps that I've used in the past, like Babbel. That's a great app that you can use to teach you a different language. So they're not even sponsoring this video, but I've used it and it's helped me dramatically in the past. And one more item that I would recommend is maybe using Google Translate in the meantime while you're trying to learn different languages. That's a great tool to use as well. I used to use it a lot when I was in Japan for a foreign exchange program. I used to use Google Translate all the time from English to Japanese. So maybe you can use that if you're down here in Mexico as well. And the last thing that I will mention is that living down here in Mexico is just a lot funner. Since again, you have more purchasing power, you can go out, have a good time, meet new people. There's a lot of great activities to do down here. Like right now I'm in Guadalajara. I just got here, so I haven't done too much exploring and sightseeing. But now that I'm down here, I'm going to take a couple of trips to Tequila, Jalisco, where they make the tequila. Here, Jalisco and Guadalajara are known for being the pioneers of creating tequila. So I'm going to take a couple of those trips. I'm excited for that. I'm also going to take some trips around the city to get to learn more of the culture and the history that has impacted Guadalajara. And off of first glance, man, Guadalajara is pretty cool. It's a huge city and it has a lot to do. It has a lot of history, a lot of art. It has a lot of culture. One thing that I don't like about of this city is that it's very big, and it's not just a knock against Guadalajara in general. I just don't like huge cities because back when I was in Houston, that's exactly what I try to get away from, the big city vibe where everything's moving so fast. I like having a slower pace where I can kind of relax, I can enjoy life, and here in Guadalajara, I feel like life is very fast paced. You can feel it in the energy outside. Everyone is moving fast. I would say that's probably the only drawback of the city is that everything's so fast paced. You're back in the city. It feels like a New York, like a Chicago, a Houston, a Los Angeles. If there was a city that I would compare this city to, it would be Los Angeles, but without a beach. Exact same vibe as Los Angeles, just without a beach. I don't have a strict gym regimen. I'm not going to any gyms. I'm doing a lot of body weight training, which is push-ups, side-to-side push-ups, pull-ups. I got some bands to do bicep workouts. I'm doing some closed grip diamond push-ups for triceps. Also some leg workouts like Bulgarian split squats, hip thrusts for the glutes. So I'm just making sure that I'm doing workouts that are still keeping me pretty strong, keeping me pretty lean. I've been doing a lot of fasting while I'm down here because fasting just makes it a lot easier to make sure that you're in that calorie deficit and you're not getting too many calories where you can gain weight. So I'm doing a lot of fasting and it's been helping me dramatically. The month of September, so it is Mexican Independence Month, and the way that they party down here for Mexican Independence is a lot different from the United States. So today we're gonna be checking that out. That's why I'm wearing my Mexico jersey here, and we're getting close to the World Cup. It feels good repping down here in Guadalajara. Gonna enjoy it. Gonna go check out the Mexican Independence Parade parties that they have here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On this channel, I focus on entrepreneurship, remote work, productivity. Hit that subscribe button, join the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Jonathan S. Medina. Until next time, stay strong, stay relentless, and keep on conquering. Peace.